Jimmy Ray. Welcome to Arts News. Here with you every Friday morning, 10 a.m. to talk about people, places, and things to do in the arts world of the Ozarks. This weekend, the return of the Pops in the Park concert, as well as Juneteenth celebrations and music from some of NPR's Tiny Desk Showcase regional entries. That and more coming up. Let's go. Support for Arts News today is provided by Dressler Peters Business Law Firm, committed to promoting music and the arts in the Ozarks by supporting local public radio, including KSMU's weekly arts newsletter, The Green Room. Information at DresslerPeters.com. And support is also provided by Pickwick Underground Framing, offering custom picture framing and installation. Open weekdays 10 to 5:30 and Saturdays by appointment at 611 South Pickwick Avenue. Information at PickwickUndergroundFraming.com. Jimmy Ray. Welcome to Arts News here on KSMU and the start of a new tradition. You might remember last year at Phelps Grove Park, Pops in the Park with Jeans and Classics. Well, it is back thanks to Guarantee Bank and in partnership with the Springfield Art Museum and the orchestra here in town. It's going to be another fun night of free music on June 20th in Phelps Grove Park. Here to talk more about it, Aaron Lawrence, the Vice President and Director of Marketing and PR over at Guaranteed Bank, and Kate Francis, the Executive Director of the Springfield Art Museum Foundation. Welcome, friends.
It's great to see you again.
Hello.
And so last year it was a great crowd. It was a great setup for music production, and the music was fabulous. The weather was fabulous. Tell us, why did we want to do this again, Aaron?
So Guarantee Bank is proud to be in the Springfield community, and what a great partnership we have with the Springfield Art Museum. Last year, we welcomed over 4,000 people into Phelps Grove Park, enjoying a night under the sun because it is the longest day of the year with the equinox.
Yep.
And the event could not have been more perfect for the first year of this annual tradition that Guarantee Bank is so proud to bring to the Springfield community.
Yeah, it's amazing. It really is such a big event, and for it to be free to the public and just a celebration of our community, really. Last year was the music of Elton John and Billy Joel. Fun, of course, but this year, Erin, what are we looking at?
We are going to go back a couple of decades and celebrate the 80s hits.
Excellent.
You know, picture AHA, Cyndi Lauper, B-52s, Tears
Yes.
for Fears, Journey.
Yes.
Bring out your 80s hair with all of the humidity and,
Yes.
you know, just put on some neon colors and have a great summer night.
What was the 80s like for you guys? Were you guys here in town during the 80s? Kate, where were you at?
I was in St. Louis, so
Yeah.
I graduated from high school in St. Louis. So, you know, it was a lot of scrunchy socks, kids, tennis shoes, a lot of Aquanet, you know, mini skirts and off the shoulder fishnet Madonna wannabe.
Yeah.
That was me.
Who was some of your musical heroes back in the 80s?
Oh, golly. Everyone that's on the list for this year's Pops in the Parks event, absolutely every one of those. I was a pop kind of person. Liked a little bit of the hard rock scene, you know, the
Yeah.
hair band stuff.
Sure.
But mostly I was a new wave pop
absolutely.
person.
So when we talk about the Art Museum's role in this, and it's benefiting the Art Museum, and it's a partnership there, what does it mean to you to be able to team up with Guarantee Bank, with Headline Productions, with the Symphony, with Jeans and Classics, and bring this powerhouse of an event to the community?
Well, I think this event really demonstrates the goals for the Art Museum in the future. We're building a $70 million fabulous new facility that before now, you know, we've done a lot of partnerships with organizations, but this really takes it to the next level. The quality and the partnership with Guarantee Bank on presenting this incredible community event only shows the community what the Art Museum plans to do in the future with the newly renovated building, and we so appreciate Guarantee Bank having the faith and the confidence in the Art Museum to produce an event of this quality.
Yeah, it really is incredible for Springfield and a community this size to be able to have this type of event. And I was actually inside, got a tour, hard hat tour of the Art Museum, and it absolutely is incredible. And we're going to hear from Nick Nelson a little bit, and myself as we strolled through the building a little bit later in this show. We can talk more about that. But this Pops in the Park that's happening on Saturday, June 20th at Phelps Grove Park. The seating begins at 6 o'clock, and folks should bring their chairs, blankets, stuff like that. Is that right?
Yeah, we had people arriving as early as, 4:30, 5 o'clock to get their prime spots in the shade. So that's just a suggestion. We,
Yeah.
of course, welcome people to come at any time. It is a public park, so
Yeah,
you're welcome
sure.
at any time. One of the things that we're adding this year is we do have some fixed seating in front of the stage. It'll be limited, but we should have a few of those open to the public as well if you
Okay.
want to stroll in and grab a couple of those right in front of the stage so you're close to the action. Otherwise, we encourage people to bring their blankets, and some folks brought a whole table and spread, and
Yeah.
certainly arrive at any time. And we've got plenty of free parking, which you can find on our website. We have partnerships with our good friends at MSU for lots 18, 22, and 24. Those will be available for free parking with shuttle service, including handicap accessible shuttles. And then also at Parkview High School, Asbury Methodist Church. And we have handicap designated parking at the Art Museum's parking lot this year. So if you have a handicap placard or license, you're welcome to use that space as well. And then also National Avenue Christian Church is offering their parking. That's a short 5, 8, 10-minute walk. So we've got plenty of parking, so check our website for that as well.
Yeah. Wow. That makes a big difference. I know folks are always thinking, parking first thing. What am I going to do? What are we going to do? But plenty of options there, plenty of free options, plenty of shuttle options. Folks can walk there if they're close enough. People can ride their bikes there as well. And it's going to be a fun night over in Phelps Grove Park. Seating starts at 6. The music starts at 7 p.m. with Jeans and Classics and 80s hits. You can enjoy a dynamic performance by this renowned rock band and members of the Springfield Symphony Orchestra as they bring an iconic mix of 80s favorites. And Aaron was telling us some of the artists that we were going to be hearing from. The list goes on and on and on. Love Shack Baby is one of my absolute favorites, obviously. We talked about Guaranteed Bank and their role in the community when it comes to this event, but how long has Guaranteed Bank been in the community here serving the Ozarks?
Guarantee Bank has been in the Springfield community for well over 100 years, getting its foundation in 1913 here in Springfield.
Woo!
It's a long time.
Yeah. And how long have you been there?
I've been with Guarantee Bank over 3 years now.
Yeah. What do you like so much about being a part of that family over there?
You know, Guarantee Bank really walks the walk and talks the talk. We are very much a community bank in giving back to our community through volunteerism, in addition to donations and sponsorships.
Yeah.
So really this Pops in the Park event is us giving back to the community with a free community event that is very high quality, very high caliber. And like I mentioned before, the partnership with the Springfield Art Museum is just, it fits like a glove. We are really hand in hand in wanting to bring the signature event to Springfield, Missouri. There was nothing like this before last summer, and we're looking forward to all of the summers in the future with this event.
Excellent. Yeah. And I like that walking the walk, talking the talk, because there are folks out there who express interest in doing this, or they want to try that, they want to do this, but actually getting down to business and making it happen is really what it's all about. How did this idea come about? How did this partnership come about? Where did that seed get planted and then start to bloom?
This has been years in the making with Guarantee Bank and having conversations with the Springfield Art Museum. And there are other organizations across the country that bring a Pops type concert to their communities. And this is, like I mentioned, there was nothing like this in Springfield. And we really wanted to bring the community something niche that we aren't already doing. And it was overwhelmingly positive and successful last year. And those individuals that attended really did enjoy it. They marked their calendars, last year for the next one. And, Kate and I will get started on June 21st this year in planning the next year's event. So
that's Erin Lawrence, the VP and Director of Marketing and PR over at Guarantee Bank. And we also have Kate Francis here, the Executive Director of the Springfield Art Museum Foundation. And we're talking about Guaranteed Bank's Pops in the Park, benefiting the Springfield Art Museum. It's happening in Phelps Grove Park, just set within beautiful surroundings. The concert will be performed on a 40-foot outdoor stage, creating a vibrant open-air experience, fun for all ages. You can enjoy live music, food trucks, and hands-on art activities under the summer sky. You can bring your own chairs, picnic blankets, enjoy the music event of the summer right here in Phelps Grove Park. And it is all free, folks. June 20th, Phelps Grove Park. Music starts at 7 p.m. You can come and go as you please. More information at sgfmuseum.org/pops. Aaron and Kate, thanks so much for coming in, for telling us about this and making this whole thing happen. We will see you there on June 20th.
We look forward to seeing everyone. Thanks.
And in addition to chatting with Aaron and Kate about Pops in the Park, I caught up with Gavin Hope, one of the lead vocalists and core members of Jeans and Classics, who will be providing the 80s hits for this year's Pops in the Park concert. Gavin, welcome to Arts News. So glad that Jeans and Classics is coming back to Springfield, Missouri for Pops in the Park. Tell us, how long have you been with Jeans and Classics, and what's it like for you being able to tour around and perform on these big stages for communities, and many times in collaboration with local symphonies?
I've been with Jeans and Classics now for nearly 2 decades, and it's always one of my favorite things to do each and every year. To be performing with a full orchestra is a dream, really. There's nothing quite like that big, beautiful sound and being backed by a 40 to 60-piece orchestra. It's always like singing to a movie soundtrack. Peter Brennan's wonderful arrangements and scores always bring the original sound of the original tunes we've all heard on the radio back to life. And it's always a blast to be on stage with such amazing musicians and the folks in Jeans and Classics. We're all like a family at JNC, so there's usually a big party on stage just about every time we get together.
That sounds excellent. Gavin, the 80s produced such iconic music and hits. What makes this set especially fun for you to perform? And are there any favorite songs in the lineup that you're excited for the Pops in the Park audience to hear this year?
The 80s were definitely a distinctive time in history for music, with the synth sounds, the great melodies, and all that big hair, which I don't actually have much of myself left right now, but I just rely on my hips for the choreography. Anyway, it's always great to bring back some great music from my childhood. I was a child of the 80s, and I was going to school when a lot of these great pop and rock songs came out. I'm really looking forward to singing some of these tunes that were so iconic when I was a kid to the symphonic stage. To have them with that huge sound of the orchestra is wonderful. Pretty much every tune for our 80s concert is a recognizable hit and will bring back a lot of memories. My particular favorites include Take On Me, with its distinctive beat and intro and that stratospheric high note, to Land Down Under, Wake Me Up Before You Go Go, Let's Groove, all tunes for people to get up and dance to. It's really hard to pick favorites when they're all so good.
Yeah, I understand that, especially with a catalog like this. Now, let me ask you, Gavin, every audience has its own energy, obviously. What's unique about performing outdoor concerts like Pops in the Park coming up on June 20th here in Springfield, Missouri on Phelps Grove Park?
I always love to perform concerts outside in beautiful weather. When we're out in the elements, there's something a little extra magical when you can feel the breeze and you're under the open sky. It's such a beautiful vibe. We're so excited to be bringing the music of the 80s to Springfield with your wonderful orchestra. And we're looking forward to an open-air party with some fantastic music and some awesome people.
Yes, Gavin, it's sure to be another great year. Thanks for taking the time to chat with me, and we will see you on June 20th at Pops in the Park.
Thanks.
I'm Jimmy Ray. You're listening to Arts News here on KSMU. Love Shack, baby.
Looking for the love.
the Show Me Neighborhood Art Month highlights art across Missouri during June. Here with more, KSMU's Mavis Parks.
Through the program, artists can register their work on the Show Me Neighborhood Art site, allowing them to be placed on the interactive digital map and to be entered in competitions for both regional and Best of Show awards.
Springfield gets to take all the credit for part of the history because this is an expansion of a program that was in Springfield during COVID era that was called Lawn, and that was lawn art with neighbors.
That was David Burton, Community Development Specialist at MU Extension and one of the initial founders of Lawn.
The idea was getting individuals to create art and display it in their front yard so neighbors could see it.
As that program was winding down, according to Burton, the group saw an opportunity to take it statewide and introduce awards and recognition for the best pieces. The group also made the decision to change the previous week-long timeline into an entire month.
This is the third year, and we have 102, which is a new record for us. We use this month really as a time to put a sharp focus on these projects. Art helps develop a sense of belonging in the community, both for the creator of the art and for individuals that view it. And those are both very important to strengthening the civic muscle of our Missouri communities.
To enter a piece or to vote on submitted neighborhood works, visit extension.missouri.edu and in the search bar, look for Show Me Neighborhood Art Month, June 2026. For KSMU News, I'm Mavis Parks, reporting.
And support for Arts News today is provided by the Moxie Cinema, currently presenting Ask E. Jean, Leviticus, Carolina, Caroline, and Nutches. Showtimes and ticket information at moxiecinema.com. And KSMU is shining a spotlight on Ozarks musicians who took part in NPR's Tiny Desk Contest with a free showcase happening this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, June 20th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at Holdfast Brewing in downtown Springfield. The event will feature performances by Happiness Beast, Guinevere Goodwin, and Here Now, all our local regional artists who submitted entries to the national competition. The Tiny Desk Contest is NPR Music's annual competition for unsigned musicians. Since launching in 2014, the contest has attracted tens of thousands of entries from artists across the country, with the winner earning the opportunity to perform a Tiny Desk concert at NPR headquarters. Jess Belisle, host of KSMU's Studio Live program, said the showcase reflects the station's commitment to supporting local music and celebrating the depth of talent found throughout the Ozarks. KSMU's Tiny Desk Contest Showcase will take place tomorrow, Saturday, June 20th, 6 to 9 p.m. at Holdfast Brewing. The event is free and open to the public. More information can be found at ksmu.org/tinydeskcontest. And now let's hear a tune from one of the bands that will be there tomorrow as part of this Tiny Desk Showcase. Here's Guinevere Goodwin.
Well, I went and got myself kicked out of town. Daddy didn't like my loud mouth. Guess the big time preacher man scolded him bad. He said, how'd you raise a girl so sinfully mad? You know I sure am proud of it. I've worked my whole single Sunday you're dressing real nice. But behind closed doors, you're nursing a vice. Rooting for the people way smaller than you. To be turned in, locked up, plain removed. Bet you sure are proud of it. You've worked your whole damn life to differentiate yourself from truth. While you're running from hell, straight into the flames. Yes, and only time can tell who the good Lord claims. You can bet I'll never tire. Run my mouth down to the wire. 'Cause hate grows fast and sticks like tar. Will you rid it from your heart? Or you keep running from hell, straight into flame. I'll remind you, time can only tell who the good Lord claims.
I'm Jimmy Ray. You're listening to Arts News here on KSMU. That was Guinevere Goodwin, and she will be performing tomorrow at Hold Fast as part of the KSMU Tiny Desk Showcase. It's featuring local and regional musicians and bands that participated in the NPR Tiny Desk Contest. That's Hold Fast Brewing tomorrow, June 20th from 6 to 9. And we'll spin another track later in this show from another band that will be part of that showcase. More information at ksmu.org/Tiny Desk Contest. And a powerful artistic tribute to America's most iconic highway continues down on C Street. In honor of the 100th anniversary of Route 66, husband and wife artists team Randy Bacon and Heidi Herman Bacon present Two Voices, One Road, a deeply personal exhibition exploring the enduring spirit, memory, and mythology of America's legendary highway. It opened at the end of April this year during Springfield's official Route 66 Centennial Celebration, and the exhibit will run through July 4th. The exhibit is held at their new gallery, the C Art Gallery, in Springfield's historic Commercial Street District, located along the original Route 66 corridor. As partners in life and artistic practice, Randy and Heidi bring distinct yet deeply connected perspectives to the same historic subject. The exhibition creates a visual dialogue between two artistic voices: Randy Bacon's black and white photographic portraits and Herman's exotic textile-based mixed media works that transform photographic imagery into layered objects of memory and presence. Together, their work reflect a shared reverence for Route 66 and a commitment to storytelling, material, and the emotional resonance of the American landscape. I've got with me in the Arts News studio today Randy Bacon and Heidi Herman Bacon. Welcome back, friends.
Good morning.
Good morning.
Congrats to you both on the new space down on Commercial Street, the C Art Gallery. That's at 208 and 212 East Commercial Street. Why make the move down there?
Well, I was downtown for over 2 decades.
Yeah.
Which was awesome. In that magic year of 2020, I was looking at getting a new place, and we talked, and we're like, let's do something a little different. And we always had an attraction to Commercial Street. We just liked the street.
Yeah.
And so we took the plunge and moved the gallery and the studio to Commercial Street. And at that time, we were renting, and that was kind of our intention. But what we found out is that street is so unique. It is very much up and coming, which we knew. But what we didn't anticipate was it is such a community. It's almost got a family feel to it. Everybody, it's like, it's hard to go for a walk down the street without like spending too much time visiting with people, but that's the beauty of it.
Yeah.
So, that kind of pulled us in, and as I mentioned, we were renting, but then we got the idea, it's like, maybe we should buy. Maybe we should look at a building that was pretty much on its last leg and try to bring her back. And it is a she. Her name is Louise. That's our name of our building. and now we're set. We work there, or as I like to say, we play there, and we also live there. So we live and work on C Street.
Nice. Whenever you guys were on the road capturing, let's talk about the times together the trips that you guys made together on this Route 66. What's that look like, Heidi? Is it cruising? Oh, this could be kind of cool over here, and just pull over and take a little bit of time and see if the Spirit moves you? Or do you have certain points that are along the way that you're wanting to stop at? Or is it just kind of free and open to whatever feeling comes to you at that moment, or something that you see? Or
when we decided to go together for a weekend, we didn't have a specific plan. We didn't have like now you can go to ChatGPT and get all the landmarks or whatever, and you can really plan it out. And we were kind of at the seat of our pants. We just drove and, oh, that looks interesting. Let's pull over. Let's take pictures of that, which is great. But also time is not very planned. So all of a sudden it's 6 o'clock at night and you haven't made it to your destination where you're supposed to spend the night. And so you're like, oh, we got to go. We got to really go. But it's great because it's discovering, and it's sometimes we would run into people and they would say, oh, did you see this other thing that's just right off of Route 66? Or, and so we got to discover a lot of things that maybe we wouldn't have.
Some hot tips.
Right. It's just such a amazing relic of American society, right? And so even the buildings that are gutted and without roofs, and they're still standing guard or standing there, and that it was thriving, and that people visited there and enjoyed their time with their family, so but it was by the seat of our pants for sure.
And there's a joy in that, organically just going on an adventure and then looking very carefully the entire way, and if something grabs you. And sometimes it is a little more planned. Like the last trip I went on, I used ChatGPT, just like you said, and I planned out the entire trip all the way to Oklahoma City, looking for certain things, but once I got to those places, really digging much deeper. And really what I find most of the time, like that example, is what the internet recommends as you need to see is really not what I want to photograph. And that's exactly what I found on that last trip.
Yeah. The sense of adventure is something that's somewhat lost, I feel like, in today's culture. So I definitely understand that. We had a composer on here who drove the length of Route 66 back and forth a few times and would write along the way for orchestra. Cool. And it was powerful, and he a lot of the same sentiments that are popping up here were in that conversation too, of just the reflection and the history. And he would sit sometimes just at an abandoned gas station or something and relive the moments of people coming and going and being on their own adventures out there.
Yeah.
Way before the bane of technology, or however you want to look at it in today's age. The sense of adventure is somewhat lost. So I love this. It's Two Voices, One Road, an exhibition, a collaborative exhibition by Heidi Herman and Randy Bacon. And it's happening through July 4th at the Sea Art Gallery, 208 and 212 East Commercial Street. And that's their new gallery home down there. Works inspired by Route 66, mixed media, and of course the iconic black and white photographs of Randy Bacon. And curious, me and my wife get to play music together, so we get to share in the arts. What's it been like getting to share in the arts with your life partner?
It's great. I mean, I was by myself for a long time before I met Randy. And one of the reasons we clicked so well is because we're both artists and we're both passionate about our art, and we both are invested in each other's art. And so it's very nice to have that other person to show your work to, but then also like a collaborative thing. Route 66 inspires him, now it inspires me, and now we've come together and did this collaborative exhibition. And so we're both deeply involved in each other's work. Like, he's going through his photos, I'm picking the ones I like from his photos, he's picking the one he likes, then we discuss them, then we, and so there's been other smaller collaborations of maybe some of his photos that I maybe change a little bit as far as like the composition or something. Like there's some lilies that I worked with that were very well received. He's definitely a portrait artist, but he's taken so many beautiful pictures throughout his life, not just Route 66. And so I see those pictures and say, oh, you should offer those to people. Those are amazing. And maybe he's not as excited to do that. So I'll say, how about I use them? How about I use those, put my mark on them as well. And then it's a collaboration, so.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah. At the end of the day, I'm her number one fan, and she's my number one fan. And so we guide and inspire each other. And again, this exhibition, Two Voices, One Road, wouldn't have happened if it wasn't for her. And because she was like, no, you need to really share this work. The work that I'm presenting, definitely yours has never been seen, but like mine, this over 3 decades, it's pretty much never before been seen.
Wow.
I'm pulling it from the vaults.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Always fun, always intriguing to see. As a life moves on, a piece of art was created here, and life moves on, and then when the time comes to that it can come to light, I think it's very cool. It happens with songs, it happens with all sorts of stuff, drawings. Curious, before we go, just behind the scenes here, what does it take to get an exhibition like this ready? I mean, obviously you're collecting the art and stuff, but the infrastructure, and actually, is this weeks long, months long? I mean, what does the workload look like for folks? Just kind of a behind the scenes look.
I mean, I do exhibitions all the time with my portrait work.
Yeah.
But this was really intensive. It took a long time because I had to, first of all, go through very large volumes of photos, trying to narrow down that number of thousands down to these are the 30 plus images that I want to exhibit.
Is that hard? Because I don't mean to cut you off there, but judging, quote unquote, judging your own work or scoring it, or how does it, what's going through your mind when you have 100 pictures in front of you and you need 2 or 3 of them out of there?
Yeah, that's an awesome question because I face that question a lot. It comes down to, for me personally, is like when I look at the image, does it kind of take my breath away a little bit? Does it like do something to my heart where it almost makes it flutter? Mm-hmm. And not really as much like, well, this is a really strong photo that I'm technically looking at. Does it do something to me emotionally? And then that starts narrowing it down, and then I get that number of 100 down to maybe 10 or something. And then I even look at it further, like which ones are really connecting with my heart and soul the most. And that's when I usually pull in Heidi, and it's like, okay, I got it down to 5. Now we got to get it down to 1. And then she helps guide me down to that last 1 or 2. And
was it just you two, or do you ever use outside friends, colleagues to bounce things off of as well?
Typically it's us. I mean, I do have a couple people that work with me, and I trust their and value their judgment as well, so they will help. But it's amazing what the two of us do, and with the work she's creating, she did the exact same thing. Like, what do you think, Randy? Which one?
I'm sure that helps to have an understanding of an artist's life as a partner too, because it could be difficult if somebody doesn't understand the artist's way to kind of move through life together like that. As you look back at these decades of photos and you're trying to choose, was it ever going through your mind even before you started flipping through the volumes of photos? Was it, I remember back, I had that one shot or this shot? I mean, as you're flipping through, do you remember those shots, or is it just you've taken so many that they just collide together, or is it they're so intentional that you remember this or that cactus or that dog running across the street?
Oh, it's I remember it. I mean, I can literally, a lot of the photos, I can remember standing there looking at it. And
Even after all the years?
After all the years. And that even comes into play, like the ones that's like, oh my gosh, I remember that moment. And that comes into play, like I think that one resonates so much with me personally that I think it's going to resonate with others too, even though they were not there. Mm-hmm. I mean, ultimately, I want to, like with this, my work in general, but like with this Route 66, I want people to feel like that they're feeling those moments that I was there, and that they're feeling the emotions of what I tried to capture with those images of Route 66. And some of them, they conjure up emotions of loneliness. There's still those seeds of hope. There's all these different things that are very human. And that's what I try to present.
Really the ultimate goal of art in general is just to try to invoke that.
It is.
So Heidi, more about the preparation of the gallery that it took to kind of get this exhibition rolling. The processes, the workload. Is it up, down? Is it revisions? Is it try it over here, let it sit, soak it in? How does the actual gallery come together?
Yeah, we've been talking about that and hang together, or are we going to be kind of separate entities? And the thought right now is that we want it to hang together.
Yeah.
But yes, always revisions, always discussions. The photo that I've embedded and the photos that are relative to maybe that space and time from Randy will be kind of in their own little vignettes.
Yeah.
And so it's like kind of standing at that same spot that we were, and how I interpreted it and how he interpreted it. So, and it's funny because we're on the same trip, we're taking pictures of the same things, but the way I compose it and the way he composes it are totally different, right?
Yeah.
And so that's pretty interesting too, because I'm not like, hey, Randy, how should I compose this or whatever.
Right.
I'm just doing my thing as well, because you can see my fingerprint on it.
Yeah, sure.
Right.
You know, I assume it's like a gathering process, do what you can in the field, and then there's a whole separate process once you get back. Interesting.
Right.
It's two voices in one road. Works inspired by Route 66, decades of work from Randy and Heidi, just kind of discovering it more recently. Route 66, the Mother Road, celebrating 100 years. It's a collaborative exhibition of mixed media, black and white photographs by Heidi and Randy, going through July 4th at the C Art Gallery, 208 and 212 East Commercial Street in Springfield, Missouri. As always, we appreciate you all coming in and talking more about it. We talked about socials. If people search up C Art Gallery, that's where they'll be finding the socials.
Yes. And then probably both on our individual ones too, Randy Bacon Photography and Heidi Herman.
Okay, and then website?
RandyBacon.com.
Doesn't get any easier than that. Randy Bacon, Heidi Herman, the artistic power couple from right here in Springfield, Missouri, coming with a collaborative exhibition at C Art Gallery. Friends, we hope to see you on down the road.
Thank you.
And the ever-creating mind of Randy Bacon will have a new piece out next month, and we will bring you coverage on that right here on Arts News KSMU. I'm Jimmy Ray. Welcome, friends. And KSMU is shining a spotlight on Ozarks musicians who took part in NPR's Tiny Desk Contest with a free showcase happening this weekend, tomorrow, Saturday, June 20th, from 6 to 9 p.m. at Holdfast Brewing in downtown Springfield. The event will feature performances by Happiness Beast, Guinevere Goodwin, and Here Now. All our local regional artists who submitted entries to the national competition. The Tiny Desk Contest is NPR Music's annual competition for unsigned musicians. Since launching in 2014, the contest has attracted tens of thousands of entries from artists across the country, with the winner earning the opportunity to perform a Tiny Desk concert at NPR headquarters. Jess Belisle, host of KSMU's Studio Live program, said the showcase reflects the station's commitment to supporting local music and celebrating the depth of talent found throughout the Ozarks. KSMU's Tiny Desk Contest Showcase will take place tomorrow, Saturday, June 20th, 6 to 9 p.m. at Holdfast Brewing. The event is free and open to the public. More information can be found at ksmu.org/tinydeskcontest. And now let's hear a tune from one of the bands that will be there tomorrow as part of this Tiny Desk Showcase. From Joplin, here's the band Here Now, right here on Arts News, KSMU.
Thinking about it lately. I hesitate calling your name when you're dismissing me so vaguely. Ain't it so great battling everything negative you're knowing I stitched up my face just for you. Tripping over fine thin lines that I have drawn in place. Sipping every time I have without it just to taste. I won't be done. It's been so long since I've been given some grace. It feels so wrong, ample in chaos and feeling just so out of place. I'm such a fool, crushingly empty except for the thoughts that I feed. No, it's not cruel, I say as I look down at my hands, yeah, they start to bleed. Tripping over fine thin lines that I have drawn in place. Sipping on free Anticipate how it'll feel just to live.
I'm Jimmy Ray. You're listening to Arts News here on KSMU. That was Here Now from Joplin, Missouri, and they will be part of the KSMU Tiny Desk Showcase tomorrow, June 20th at Holdfast Brewing in Springfield. It's from 6 to 9, featuring other groups including Happiness Beast and Guinevere Goodwin. More information at ksmu.org/Tiny Desk Contest. And the Springfield Regional Arts Council has announced more than $220,000 in grants for arts and cultural organizations across Southwest Missouri. In partnership with the Community Foundation of the Ozarks and the Jeanette L. Musgrave Foundation, the council awarded funding to 23 nonprofit organizations through its Arts and Culture Program Support and Operating Support Grant programs. The grants are funded through a combination of private support and a portion of Springfield's hotel-motel tax revenue allocation for the Arts Council. We should never take the depth of our creative community for granted, SRAC Executive Director Leslie Forrester said in a statement. Instead, we should do everything we can to grow public funding for arts and culture. Organizations receiving support this year include High Tide Theatrical, the Springfield Symphony Orchestra, the Missouri Philharmonic Orchestra, Queen City Chorale, Plotline Film and Media Education, Arrow Art Supply, and the Glow Center, among others. Funding will support projects ranging from public art installations and filmmaking programs to adaptive dance classes and arts education initiatives. This year also marks the final year of a 3-year operating support cycle for 5 organizations: KSMU, Moxie Cinema, Ozark Lyric Opera, Sculpture Walk Springfield, and the Springfield Art Museum. Each organization has received $20,000 annually through the program. Individual grant awards range from just over $2,000 to $10,000. According to the Springfield Regional Arts Council, the funding is intended to support arts advocacy, education, collaboration, tourism, and community access to cultural programming throughout the region. More information on the Springfield Regional Arts Council and all that they do can be found at www.springfieldarts.org. And today is Juneteenth. Last night, Springfield's Juneteenth celebration kicked off with a screening of Black Panther at the Moxie Cinema. The celebration continues tonight with a concert featuring Trinia at The Riff on West Sunset Street. Doors open at 6. Show starts at 7. And the Juneteenth celebration continues Saturday with the free SGF Juneteenth community celebration from 11 a.m. to 4 p.m. at the Springfield Expo Center. Organizers say the event will feature food trucks, vendors, bounce houses, educational programming, arts and crafts, and family activities. The celebration wraps up Saturday evening with Mosaic in the Park at Silver Springs Park beginning at 7 p.m. This year's theme is Rising Together. Organizers say the annual event celebrates freedom, culture, and the diversity of Springfield's community. You can learn more about the work that Mosaic is doing here in town at mosaicartscollective.org. And Live from Downtown continues every Saturday night from May through September at 7 p.m. on Park Central Square. Tomorrow night, June 20th, features Brecca Henderson and Ambience Band of the Melody Room, along with Mark Barger opening up the show. It's hip-hop, R&B, roots music at Live from Downtown. That's tomorrow, 7 p.m. I'd like to take the show out with one of my favorite local artists, the late, great Norman Jackson, and one of the last recordings he ever did. This is I Was Lost from the Confluence record here on Arts News, y'all. We'll see you next week. Thank you.
I felt so all alone, yeah. Like nobody seems to care. point toward the ground, yeah, I couldn't see the light. Can I say it again? Listen, y'all. Loneliness kept my eye point toward the ground. Could not see the light, huh? Well. Then watch this, y'all. Then one day, you became my friend. Guess what? Until the end. Until the end. Nowhere could I find the love my heart desired. Until the day that I let you come into my life. You made my day now, baby. Made my day brighter and brighter and brighter. I let you come into my life. You made my day, made my day brighter and brighter. Listen, baby. If you need someone to keep you inspired and set your soul on fire, oh, here I am, here I am, here I am. Happiness can be yours this very hour. Just open up your heart and let me in. Here we go, y'all.